Let's see what are the files we get when we install Angular CLI project. The CLI does install a lot of files and folders, and it might look a little too messy. So let's go one by one. So let's click on this SRC folder. The SRC folder is the most important folder in your project. This is where the main files for your project are located, and this is where we will be doing most of our development. The rest of the files are configuration files for the tools. So you will see node modules as well as some Git files over here. You can also see that we have a readme.md and a package.json file here. That is used to if you have worked with other tools in Node.js before. You can also see we have another file here called angular.json file. This shows how the project is set up by your CLI. You can also reconfigure the project here to work with commands differently. And if you scroll down, you can see the styles array and scripts array over here. You can add any global styles over here. Or if you have any global scripts, you can add that in the scripts array over here. We have another file called editor.config. This is where the editor configuration is stored. For example, you can set how many tabs to be used and code types and stuff like that. It may require some additional plugins, but editing this file is highly optional. Now let's go back to the SRC folder. And inside that we have a folder called app. And this is the main place where you will be working with your application itself. Also inside the SRC folder, you have a number of files that support the application. For example, you can see that we have a index.html file, and this is the main file that loads up your project and runs the application. You can also see that we have a styles.css file. That's the global style sheet for your application. Right now it's completely empty. Then we have the assets folder. Here you can place images and other media that you will need. The most important file here is the main.ts file. This is what makes your application load. It boots up your application and loads up all the different modules.